Freunde der Sonne. Wir machen ein Rucki-Zucki Genshin-Event und dann geht's rein ins Star Rail. Man hat nicht so viel Zeit, deswegen machen wir alles so schnell wie möglich. So. Dodokos Abenteuer ist, glaube ich, das letzte Mal, ne? Yes, heute ist das letzte. So, wir sind zwar gerade im Knast, rein storytechnisch, aber wir können uns ja wegbeamen, wie wir wollen. Von daher gar kein Problem. Dodoko. Dodoko. Oh. Eine Klee daneben. Okay. So, letzte. Jetzt müssen wir gucken. Also, wir haben einen davon. 3 davon. Okay. Wenn ich hier reinballer, geht das schon mal alles weg, ne? Das wird... Damit wird es nicht funktionieren. Wir probieren es einfach mal, pass auf. Ja, ich glaube, es sah ganz gut aus, ne? Das machen wir auf der anderen Seite auch. So. Jetzt. Tja. Wo ballert man den hin? Hier hin? Eigentlich dahin, ne? Oh, der war sehr gut. Da jetzt muss nur noch die zwei da treffen, ne? 1. Ja, geil. 100%. 100%, Leute.
Dodoco defeated lots of bad spiky fish warriors. Even the spiky fish king was no match. Dodoco, Jumpy Dumpty, and Clee, Sparks and Splash are the best. This game reminds Paimon of the incident happening in Cider Lake.
Boah, an die quietschende Stimme muss ich mich gewöhnen, Leute.
But come to think of it, why go to the trouble of finding the invading species when they could just ask Clee to blow up every suspicious fish? They could even give us some bombs and let us handle this.
Well, well. From the looks on your faces.
Oh, Lisa verlässt die Bibliothek.
It's Lisa! You're here! We loved playing Dodoco's Bombastic Adventure. What a fun game you designed!
Thanks for playing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Perhaps I should come up with some new updates?
Ooh, yay! Clee wants to see Dodoco going on adventures in all kinds of places. No, wait. You must have spent a long time working on the game. It must be exhausting. We shouldn't make Lisa work too hard.
Too
Oh,
hard.
thank you for being so considerate. But if it helps keep you happy while you stay inside the city, I'll be more than happy to spend as much time as needed. Of course, I understand that you prefer going on your own adventures whenever you like. The game is just meant to be a new way to pass the time. Anyway, I have some great news, and I've also brought a gift for you cuties.
A gift? Actually, I have a gift for Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon, too.
We'll get to the gifts in a moment. Let me tell you the news first. That's right. 2 knights from the investigation team found the invasive species nest and swiftly disposed of it. The knights have also determined the cause of their invasion. The species were accidentally introduced to the lake by a merchant without any malicious intent, so the knights let her go after some lecturing and issuing a fine.
Luckily, they didn't cause too much trouble. But even Paimon thinks that merchant was way too careless. Is it time for gifts yet? Can Klee go first?
Of course. Klee's been returning home on time every day without being reminded by anyone. So, I've been wondering what you're up to lately.
When I was home at night, I looked through Albedo's crafting book and learned to make this. Ta-da-da!
Da-da-da. Oh nein, wie süß.
Whoa! It's Dodoko doing a jumpy dumpty! Yep, I made a figure that looks like the Dodoko from Dodoko's Bombtastic Adventure! Even though I can't make it throw real bombs. I hope it'll remind you of the fun we had together and blast away your troubles and boredom. A big Dodoko toy! Oh, with this, it'll feel like we're adventuring with Klee and Dodoko wherever we go! I'm so happy you
Die ist so
liked my
süß.
gift. I worked super hard. What's your gift, Lisa? I want to see.
Well, I'm afraid my gift is a lot less creative than yours. It's a storybook about Dodoko's bombastic
An adventure! Whoa! Oh,
The little cuties returned to Mondstadt and joined Klee on an adventure with Dodoko. Together, they defeated the bad spiky fish warriors and then enjoyed an afternoon tea. A most fitting way to end Dodoko's bombastic adventure.
did you plan out the whole story while designing the game?
No, as the protagonists of the story, you, little cutie, and Klee all played an important part in bringing the story to life. I've left a blank spot in the book specially for illustrations, but I just thought of an even better idea. Since we're all here on this special occasion,
Sure! We got to see our friends and play games together! Come on then, Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon. Ready, Lisa? We had so much fun today. 3, 2, 1, gotta go!
War auf jeden Fall ein witziges, kurzes, kleines, süßes Event, ne? Mega. Uiuiui. Okay, abgeschlossen. Das war's von Genshin Impact. Danke fürs Zuschauen, fürs Mitmachen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao. So, da geht's direkt rein ins Star Rail, Leute. Let's go. Hat bis gerade geupdatet, aber ist auch völlig fein. So, also. Trailblazer-Fortsetzung. Das ist das erste Mal, ne? Hier haben wir einen Atomkrieg. Hier haben wir Begleitermissionen. Markt der Zukunft, das werden wir gleich machen. Okay, also wir machen erst die Story. Erst die Story. So, also erster Zug auf Qingliu. Qingliu. So. So. Wir werden sie wahrscheinlich nicht bekommen, aber das ist völlig fein. So, machen wir mal hier. Salonwagen sogar. Markt der Zukunft.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited. But Pom-Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time? Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Hat er schnell getippt. Danke, Märzchen.
That Don hung. Let's go to his room and talk to...
Ja, ist krass, dass das jetzt so ist, ne?
What the... Is this... Upend the ancient sea.
Vorbeiziehende Wolke, okay. Da wollte ich gar nicht hin. Wir machen erstmal das hier. Das ist, glaube ich, Schmerz, ne?
Don hung. Branya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Branya's a good friend of ours.
Geiler Boden.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Lo Fu. It was tough on the spirit.
Tough on the spirit.
Don hung. I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou.
No thanks. I'll be staying on the Express. It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friend.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be back.
Huh. Pity. He's gonna miss out. I know, but it's still a shame, don't you? If only Himeko could come with us. Maybe not. He's still wheezing from the trouble we got into on the Xianzhou. At his age, he might not appreciate. Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? You've been on the express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip.
Ja. Himeko.
Hey, March. That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration.
Celebration.
Hands are full right
Come
now.
on.
Send regards to the Supreme Guardian. Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all.
Navigators really do have their plate. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and...
Oha.
So, what do you think about my new dress? Pretty neat, right?
Das sieht gut aus.
It's been sitting in my
Das hier ist neu, oder?
wardrobe collecting dust for far too long. But now I finally got the chance to wear it. This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you? Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
Aber es sieht cool aus. Kriegt man das umsonst?
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. Wow, that was fast. You do seem to travel light. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature is... I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go? Bellabog?
Billabong, wir kommen. Das ist auch direkt Topaz, oder?
Bellabog. 700.
Oh, geil.
It's never too late to pick up the tab.
Oh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Come... Oh, wait a sec. That person over there, all in black. Surely they're not IPC? That's what I'd like to know. If they're here to look for Findy, then there's only one way to find out. Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
To take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Okay. That escalated quickly.
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew! You scared the life out of me! We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
The passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into two nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely, you two aren't...
Alter, das Gesicht.
Jeez, can you be a little more humble?
Arrogant.
Never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect, but I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow,
Okay,
I
die
actually managed to get an IPC.
Die nächste Rivalität, Bronya und Topaz.
As if anyone would ever believe.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
So, Topaz ist schon ein cooler Charakter.
The universe is huge. Yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Come on, let's head into the city. Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? Hang on a sec. Isn't that Wallace up ahead? Looks like he's finally made some friends. I wonder what the... hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing!
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show! Let's get started! Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break me.
Crank the sound and let your...
Nee.
Take a look.
Aunt Gertie, it's been too long.
Ah, is that little March? What brings you this way? Oh, you're here for the Soulworm Festival, right? The atmosphere is like no other. Silly me, where are my manners?
Hey, that's not fair. Get to the back of the line.
Show a little respect. If it weren't for these two, we'd be eating... Take a look at these beauties. These are the best...
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
It smells so...
Well, don't wait for them to get cold now.
too. Welcome back to Belobog. The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Aw, it's fine. You really don't have to apologize.
Understood. I hope you both enjoy the festivities. Please make sure you keep your personal belongings safe. Pickpockets tend to take advantage of events like this.
Got it. We'll get out of your...
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Phew. Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff.
Es gibt keinen Spaß. Wir wollen, Oh, Topaz ist schon da.
Understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off. Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Alter, Topaz. Ich mag sie.
Is everything all right, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so... intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I'd planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Soulworm Festival. Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze. It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Yarillo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost. It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest. An astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it. Yeah, we have to help Bronya out. The IPC is too big and powerful. The Belobogians won't be able to resolve this problem on their own.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival. Now, I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it.
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side. Yeah, after all, this guy here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. So while you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation.
Ja, schon müssen wir wieder arbeiten.
Hey, I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number. We might as well just be direct and ask her where...
Das war klar.
Okay, got it. We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be...
Oh, sehr nett, dass wir uns direkt hierhin beamen. Ah, das war schon der Prolog, okay.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run it. Why, of course I will. Meeting friends from the Astral Express is always a moment worth cherishing. What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts a several generations' hardships. Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But, with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough.
Miss Topaz, Bronya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
Help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
I see. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt. The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions, but Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Bronya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one.
Ja, hör auf anzuteasern. Was war's?
They're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
So you're basically saying the Belobogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life. Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6? It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one? I absolutely adore them. Have you guys met Numby yet? Aw, where'd they go? Come to think of it, this little guy's on display here probably means it's already extinct, right?
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Bronya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration.
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Bronya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
Bye!
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch. You sure? I really don't think I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the all these vested interests, so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Did someone send you a message?
Oh, Seele. Ich komme. Wir sind wie Superman.
Huh? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about... again? I guess complaining won't get us anywhere.
Finde ich sehr nett, dass die uns die ganze Zeit dahin beamen, wo wir hin müssen.
Hey, am I glad to see you two here. I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than... You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey, just because you have fancy equipment doesn't... What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Oh, Seele so machtlos zu sehen.
Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum.
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine.
Let's go.
Hey, you two! Kaka!
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. What's their...
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who... do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to...
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
Guter Punkt.
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot.
Let's go. Erstmal verprügeln.
Stand still.
Together as one. No matter.
Who's next?
Time to say bye. Boom.
Here, there's thunder. Show no mercy.
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and the...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's set off when you're ready.
Okay, vielleicht müssen wir auch mit
Ready for action?
Topaz kämpfen.
Get moving.
Vielleicht macht das hier mehr Sinn. wir probieren es mal damit.
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend. Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
Das hat er aber sehr schnell analysiert.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC. No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy. I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code. Or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any...
Oh, eine Bedrohung für ihn, oder?
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurillo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side.
Alter, Topaz ist voll der Badass.
If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
All the miners here,
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots...
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little truck?
What? Isn't stop being a fragment?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's... Sounds like you two are getting along. What? Seriously?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Hey, I'm talking to you.
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing.
Those cowards! I guess they... Yeah! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Here, there's thunder.
Together as one.
Who's next?
Relax.
No matter.
Stand still.
Is that it?
All things shift in divination. Uh-huh. Looks like Numby's in a good mood.
But aren't they on the IPC side? Strange.
Look! That big guy down there!
We'll see who's really in charge.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow. For something so short and stubby, they're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own... Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work.
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences.
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all...
Yeah, we demand to speak with...
You know Topaz? It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets.
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders.
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful?
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourself.
Let's go.
Show no mercy.
Human creations!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Here, there's thunder.
Converge and awaken!
Didn't hurt.
Who's next?
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Ich hätte Silberwolf mitnehmen sollen.
No matter. Yin and yang.
Relax. Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Together as one. Human creations. No matter.
Show no mercy.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Conflict is pitiless.
Who's next?
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it. I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
60%? We're done for! Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities?
Oh, looks like we've got a message. I get the feeling Bronya's worried about something. Are you coming with us, Zia?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. Bronya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Bronya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
Herausforderung bestanden.
These guys don't look like disease.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Belobog might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Okay, den hier einfach umprogrammiert. Alter, Topaz ist echt cool.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. There's just too much happening all at once. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. all they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must still. That hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again?
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. Look.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please, take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people.
Boah, jetzt geben die dem Charakter aber auch übelst Tiefe, ne?
My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my home world, and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Urilla 6. I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision, because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone. That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone.
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the Overworld and the Underworld have their say. But I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts. Yes, we need to...
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
Okay. Dann lass uns hier eine Pause machen. Das war es dann erstmal vom Markt der Zukunft. Trailblazer-Voraussetzung. Aufgeschreckt aus einem Wintertraum. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir das schon mal vorher hatten, aber scheint so. Dann würde ich sagen, machen wir hier Ende. Danke fürs Zuschauen, fürs Mitmachen. Und morgen geht es dann weiter mit dem nächsten Stream. Und ja, wir werden dann einfach hier weiterspielen. Danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis morgen und ciao.